for human beings. There's a time when the operation of the machine becomes so odious, makes you so sick at heart, that you can't take part. You can't even passively take part. And you've got to put your bodies upon the gears and upon the wheels, upon the levers, upon all the apparatus, and you've got to make it stop. And you've got to indicate to the people who run it, to the people who own it, that unless you're free, the machine will be prevented from working at all.
Naciste en cautiverio, naciste en una prisión que no puedes ni saborear, ni oler, ni tocar. Una prisión para tu mente. Es el mundo que ha sido puesto ante tus ojos para ocultarte la verdad. Que eres un esclavo.
Imaginemos que el banco posee una cantidad total de, digamos, 100 monedas de oro. 10 personas en total. Todos necesitamos oro para comprar y todos hemos pedido un préstamo. 10 monedas para cada uno. El banquero nos ha entregado todo su oro, con absoluta generosidad. ¿Y a cambio de qué? ¿Un simple 10%? Una monedita por persona. Si al cabo de 12 meses hemos de pagar 11 monedas cada uno, ¿de dónde las vamos a sacar?
El presidente de la Comisión de Salud del Consejo de Europa, es un alemán que se llama Wolfgang Budar, ha acusado al lobby de los laboratorios farmacéuticos de organizar la psicosis de la gripe A. Atribuye a la Organización Mundial de la Salud la responsabilidad de esa ola de histeria que todos hemos vivido. Que el pánico que recorrió el mundo no fue espontáneo, que fue planificado.
Año 1996. La compañía biofarmacéutica norteamericana Gilead Sciences patenta el Tamiflu como medicamento contra varios tipos de gripes.
Que en ese organismo, el Organización Mundial de la Salud, hay mucha gente vinculada de forma muy estrecha con la industria farmacéutica.
Casualmente el Tamiflu es uno de los 2 fármacos recomendados por la Organización Mundial de la Salud.
Pues hoy sabemos que la gripe A ha producido la 10ª parte de casos mortales que una gripe estacional. La pandemia quedaba definida por la propagación, no por la gravedad.
Aumentar a fase 6.
El negocio más repugnante, el negocio del mundo.
We designed the buildings to take the impact of the Boeing 707 hitting the building at any location.
The building probably could sustain multiple impacts of jet line.
That the plane flew straight into the building. So you're saying that the building was actually designed to cope with a hole like that and then still survive?
Yeah, it was.
We can understand, therefore, why the Commission, under Zelikows' leadership, would have ignored all the evidence that would point to the truth. That 9/11 was a false flag operation intended to authorize the doctrines and funds needed for a new level of imperial globalization.
We've all seen too much on television before when a building was deliberately destroyed by world-class dynamite to knock it down.
And it was brought down by what we know was a controlled demolition.
And that building just went straight down, almost at free fall speed.
If they had detonated, there were plans to take down a building.
All of a sudden we hear, boom! An explosion so hard that pushed us upwards. And it came from the basement between the B2 level and the B3 level.
When you have a precedent set like that, and you have somebody, George Tenet, acknowledging in his book that he knew that the administration was deceiving the American people into a situation that is murdering young men and women from this country and others, that George Tenet and Dick Cheney and Condoleezza Rice and George Bush et al. Should be in fucking jail.
Ustedes lo único que pueden elegir es la salsa con que quieren ser cocinados.
The table is tilted, folks. The game is rigged. And nobody seems to notice. Nobody seems to care. Politicians are put there to give you the idea that you have freedom of choice. You don't. You have no choice. You have owners. They own you. It's a big club, and you ain't in it. You and I are not in the big club.
¿Tenemos esa resignación?
They got you by the balls.
¿O comenzamos a cambiar?
Ladies and gentlemen, the very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society. And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings. For we are opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy that relies primarily on covert means for expanding its sphere of influence, on infiltration instead of invasion, on subversion instead of election, on intimidation instead of free choice. It is a system which has conscripted vast human and material resources into the building of a tightly knit, highly efficient machine that combines military, diplomatic, intelligence, economic, scientific, and political operations. Its preparations are concealed, not published. Its mistakes are buried, not headlined. Its dissenters are silent, not praised. No expenditure is questioned, no secret is revealed. That is why the Athenian lawmaker Solon decreed it a crime for any citizen to shrink from controversy. I am asking your help in the tremendous task of informing and alerting the American people, confident that with your help, man will be what he was born to be, free and independent.